Today is an Arkansas Storm Team alert day. We're going to have thunderstorms that will be severe. I expect a tornado watch to be issued for the afternoon and especially into the early evening. Large hail. There's so much storm fuel out there. Baseball size hail possible in spots later this afternoon and into the evening. So we look at two of our main short range, high resolution computer models. There's the HRRR, high resolution rapid refresh. And then there's our in-house computer model. I'm going to show you the differences in both of them. I know many of you have plans this evening, graduations, family, all that. But there are a couple of differences. Well, actually, there's just one big difference, to be honest with you. It's the timing of all this, the speed. So the HRRR, is a little slower moving it out. The graph, our in-house computer model, moves this through the state very, very, very rapidly. And I'll show you the differences in that. I expect a tornado watch to be issued today for portions of Arkansas, especially northeast Arkansas, but I got a feeling they're going to issue that further towards the south. So here's the tornado threat for today. It's medium across northeastern Arkansas, and then low to very low for the rest of us. All right, so hail threat, 1 inch in diameter or greater. I think it's medium for a much larger area, in my opinion. Yeah, I think that medium threat should extend further towards the south. High winds, low to medium threat. Let me show you the differences in the computer models, too. The first one we're going to have is the HRRR. Let me explain what you're looking at. You see in the banner, this is storm fuel low. Corresponds with the lighter shades of color here, the yellows and the whites here that you see out in Oklahoma. That's what corresponds with low. Then you have medium, high, and extreme. Obviously, at 4 o'clock this afternoon, according to the HRRR, extreme levels of instability, what we call CAPE, convective available potential energy. 5 p.m., you start to see thunderstorms developing right there. You see the edge of that CAPE, the edge of that storm fuel? So there's a boundary, and you see these supercell thunderstorms developing. This, according to the HRRR, is when the thunderstorm threat really ramps up and the severe threat ramps up. So what happens is these thunderstorms, they feed on this energy, and so they absorb, they zap, they utilize that storm fuel, and there's so much of it. 7 p.m., you have storms in central Arkansas. Remember, you can't take this literally, but it has a good general idea. 7 p.m., look at northeastern Arkansas. I think these could have tornadoes. I think that, that's the area of the state that's got a little greater tornado potential compared to everybody else. Large hail and a lower end tornado threat further south and west. But by 7 o'clock, remember the times because I'm going to show you the graph here in just a second. But at 7 p.m., you see these thunderstorms moving through central Arkansas and along the I-30 corridor. 8 p.m., the severe threat confined, according to this, from Little Rock, Pine Bluff, back towards, near Arkadelphia, up towards Memphis. So in this general area at 8 o'clock. By 9 o'clock, the threat is there, but look how the storm fuel is now low to medium. It has utilized a lot of that energy. It has tapped into that storm fuel, and so the storms may begin a weakening phase at this time. I'm not saying you're out of the woods. There's still a low-end tornado threat at this time, and lightning is a big danger at this point too. And during the whole event, lightning's a danger. So that's at 9 p.m. And by 11 o'clock, according to HRRR, the threat's mostly over with. But for this one, because there's going to be another round of thunderstorms coming up, that's 1:30 in the morning, coming up later tomorrow, and I'll show you that in just a second. All right, so this is the graph, all right? So you see this is the risk area, medium risk for severe thunderstorms here. It's a high threat for severe up here in northeastern Arkansas. That's where the tornado threat is. So that's a high threat, medium threat, low threat. That's this afternoon. Here are the differences in the timing. Much faster. Well, I wouldn't say much, but by a couple of hours at least. 6 p.m., thunderstorms developing at 6. And then by 8, it's almost over. So there are pretty significant timing differences, in my opinion, with this. especially when you're trying to pinpoint an exact time for all these outdoor activities. So the graph moves it out, keeps a couple thunderstorms in southeastern Arkansas. Round number 2 comes in, low risk for severe weather late Saturday, moves up towards western Arkansas by 7, 8, 9 o'clock, and through central Arkansas, 10 o'clock, and then weakening as it moves towards the east. So, which one do I think is going to be more accurate in this situation? In my opinion, I think the HRRR is going to be more accurate. The first model that I showed you that showed that threat lasting a little bit longer compared to the graph, which is very fast. I think that that's where this is most likely going to go. I could be wrong about that, but that's just my feeling for today, how it's going to happen. You go outside and you feel the heat, you feel the humidity, and there is ample amounts of storm fuel out there. That's what you're feeling out there. And those storms use that. It's like the gasoline that powers your automobile. The heat and humidity, the warmth and the humidity is what powers these thunderstorms. Stay weather aware today. We'll keep you updated. Download that Arkansas Storm Team app. We will be there for you on every single platform, as I like to say. We're just one click away. The new KARK Fox 16 Plus app for your smart TV. You can get it on Roku, Apple TV, Fire Stick. Not sure about Samsung just yet, but it's going to be available everywhere soon. And of course, KARK.com and on KARK4 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Weather is our top story. All right. We'll be there for you. And as always, thank you so much for your trust, and thank you for making us the #1 station for severe weather information.